Yeah, man, I think, it's filled with a bunch of guys that high school recruits, and the addition of Marvin Jones Jr. is doing a great job. And we still believe in high school recruiting, and we're going to be strategic in the portal and get the right guys. And Marvin has been amazing. But I just love the development. I think, with you just name all the guys, go down the line. They all got warts, they all got things they got to work on, but it's filled with a bunch of guys that have been in the program now going on for several years.
Yeah, that's been in the program about as long as anybody. Or Mason, just when he has the type of year that he had a year ago, what do you look at him and say, you need to get better at this? And
yeah, well, there's lots of, that's what's funny. I think he and I had a talk. We sat down and go, okay, because he was weighing, do I go to the NFL or do I come back?
Sure.
And, and so he and I kind of shut the door and looked at what's best for him. What's best for Oklahoma is to have our Mason back, no doubt. That's pretty easy. But what's best for you? Then we just did an honest evaluation of his game and asked him and looked at his NFL grades and what do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish at Oklahoma? And he has his own personal goals of things that he wanted to improve on. And then I had things that I wanted to improve on as a position coach and as a defensive mind and things that comments that the NFL scout said as well. And so he's been attacking those things this spring and this fall camp.
How fun is it coaching this group? It seems like there's just a lot of talent across the board.
Yeah, we're in a different place than when we first got here. And every year, by God's grace and recruiting, and then the guys staying, man. Kudos to our guys, staying put. You talk about a guy, R. Mason Thomas, or a PJ, because they're getting hit up all the time. And come on, and five-star guy with high expectations, and you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulder. And in the game, there's no just foolproof plan. Everybody's different. Every guy's different. R. Mason was probably the most talented edge in my room going into his second year. And then he gets ankle injuries, and has him fall camp, and then has him his first game back, is up in a home game, and he's out for a long time. And I told y'all R. Mason was pretty good. And he was like, well, we'll see. If he ain't got no ankles, it's hard to play edge. And then he starts his junior year and was the most productive guy in all SEC and second team. And a guy like PJ, man, he's just stayed put. He's bloomed where he's playing. A guy like Taylor Wein, can't wait for y'all to see him. And a guy like Daniel Okoye going to his second year, just is a different player. And all those guys are just named Wyatt Gilmore taking steps. Just at different spots, And so, to me, it's a testament to them. It's a testament to stick-to-itness. I got two great concerns for athletes coming into college football today. Number one is that they don't learn perseverance. That's a real concern of mine as a disciple maker and as a mentor. How can you be great if you're always bouncing around different position coaches, different dorms, different universities, different play calls, how do you learn, man? And then number two, the majority of these guys will make less money coming out of college than going in. That is a concern of mine. For NIL, we all were on scholarship, and whether you went to the NFL or worked at Chick-fil-A, man, you made some money. And now these guys, so we try to do a good job programmatically. Coach V does with our Soul Mission, with NIL advisors, trying to help them. They start investing now, start saving now. But it's a testament to the guys. The guys show up every day. The group, going back to the question about the group, the Edgemen, they let me coach them really hard. And they're all at my house, man. Those guys, they don't live with me, but man, they live with me. We don't have D lineman dinners. They just come over. And they're hanging out with Miss Megan and the kids, and my kids, to my kids, they're superheroes. And so we've built an amazing relationship, and so they allow me, when I'm coaching them hard, they know it's from a place that I'm for them.
Miguel, a guy like PJ last year who had that ankle injury early, how hard was that? Because he's a guy you talk about lots of expectations, wants to get out there, but kind of
and I think the expectations are, when you're more highly recruited, there's more outside expectations, but the expectations for all my guys, the standards up here, man. You know, if you play for me and Coach V, and if you play at Oklahoma, I don't care if y'all might have, or the outside world might have less expectations for them, so they give them more grace or time. But for me, it's up here. There's a standard, right? And then the wisdom as a position coach, you don't treat a freshman like you treat a senior. You know, I got a 9-year-old and I got two 5-year-olds. I don't talk to my 5-year-olds like I talk to my 9-year-old. That's crazy. And man, but he's been just amazing. He's having a really good camp, and he's about 265. 7'1" wingspan, and but man, he's come into his own, which I'm really excited to see.